Are you someone who enjoys a schedule? Are you obsessed with that new planner of yours? Do you love the feeling at the end of the day when your to-do list is checked off? Maybe you're ready to get super focused in your home and work life. Well, my friends, I have just the gift for you. I've created some business, mindset, and organizational tools that are available for you today. Simply visit thehappyworkaholic.com and sign up to receive my weekly newsletter. Once you confirm your email, those tools are sent your way, as well as a link for you to join my exclusive Facebook group, The Happy Workaholic Network. This is a community for women who want it all and deserve it all. It's a place for you to meet others just like you, to share what you have going on in your everyday life. New business, new baby, new recipes, new workouts, and so much more. It's all allowed because, as I always say, sharing is caring. The Happy Workaholic Network is also the home for the conversations to continue after each episode of the Happy Workaholic podcast. If this sounds like something that you want to become a part of, then join us today. I cannot wait to see you in the group. And don't forget to tag me on Facebook and Instagram at The Happy Workaholic when using your tool so I can share your work on my stories. Welcome to the Happy Workaholic podcast. I'm your host, Kellyanne Gorman. Over the past 20 years, I've worked in beauty, luxury, corporate, and service-driven industries. I created the opportunity in these careers and in my own businesses that allowed me to travel the world, experience once-in-a-lifetime events, and build brands while providing my expertise to clients all around the globe. Life is short, and when you're given a second chance, you better believe I'm going to take it, celebrate it, and share it with you. This show is intended to elevate your mind, upgrade your business, enhance your life, and become part of a positive and uplifting community. If you're ready to take your business and life to that next level you deserve to be at, this is the show for you. Inspiration, motivation, and determination are what got me to where I am today. Tune in every week to hear from myself, other entrepreneurs, professional patients, small business owners, and fellow podcasters who will be featured on the show. I'm here to remind you to work hard, share your story, follow your dreams, and never, ever give up. Thanks for taking the time to subscribe to the Happy Workaholic podcast. Today's episode starts now. Today's episode is brought to you by Everything is Messy, a book about resilience, reality, and personal development with recipes to help you live a happy, healthy, positive, and productive life. What you can expect from this book, it is a one-of-a-kind publication. You are going to experience a little bit of everything. Personal development, life lessons, real solutions, budget-friendly vegan recipes, there's over 20 of them in here, and proof that anything is possible when following the right formula. I want you to enjoy this journey when you read Everything is Messy. I want it to really make you think about the goals you have and the dreams you stopped chasing. I want this book to help you get organized, be creative in the kitchen, level up in life, and I want it to make you believe again. You can, and I promise, have anything out of life, but you simply must put in the work. Use this book when you need it. Come back to it and, of course, share it with a friend. It is better to go through these times in life with an excellent support system, a good head on your shoulders, and a sense of humor, and the understanding that manifesting and visualizing an outcome can profoundly change your life. You guys, Everything is Messy is out now. You can buy it on Amazon. You can buy it on Barnes & Noble. Head to everythingismessy.com. You can check your favorite retailer that is currently available, the ebook and the paperback, in the United States, in the UK, in Europe, in New Zealand, Australia, and Canada. I'm so proud of this book, and the best thing is that you can probably read it in about 2 hours or so, and the community to join with over 100 healthy recipes is completely free. So head to everythingismessy.com, grab a copy of your book today, whether it's the ebook or the paperback. If you'd like a signed copy, send me a DM on Instagram at The Happy Workaholic. I would be more than happy to write a special message for you and your friend in the book. Pop it in the mail. And don't forget to head on over to everythingismessy.com to see which retailer in your country, in your city, is currently carrying the book, as well as online, and the link to join the free community where I have filmed over 100 healthy recipes, how-to videos, and so many other life hacks, kitchen hacks. I have special links with brands where you get brand deals, and there's so much more in the Everything is Messy community. So again, head to everythingismessy.com, check out all the details, and I cannot wait to see you in the community. Hello. Welcome back to a brand new episode. I'm so excited you're here for today's wellness recap. So, about a month ago, actually it's 30-something days, over a month ago, I created this wellness journey for myself. And if you're wondering why, to be dead honest with you, which I've already mentioned on the previous shows, my anxiety, my depression, and my PTSD were through the fucking roof. And it was time to get my shit together. I don't like feeling like that, and it's uncontrollable sometimes, but I had to really push myself to make myself feel well, in quotes, air quotes, again. And I needed to fix a lot of things in my life that I just wasn't feeling good in. So as somebody that creates content for a living, it's really difficult to do that when you're severely depressed. Let me tell you that, especially recording a podcast, because you can hear it in my voice. So I apologize for all those episodes that maybe you've tuned into where I'm like not sounding like this, my happy, normal self. Grab a notebook, grab your favorite little pen, and get ready to take notes, because I'm going to be sharing my favorite products, programs, services, all of it. I didn't want to share a recap until after 30 days. And so now I'm just going to give you all the info that if you're looking for new products or just experiences, these are not ads by any means. It's just I literally have lists in front of me, categorized, of course, to share with you in the hopes that maybe if you're feeling down or if you just need a good kick in the ass, summer's right around the corner. If you just need some inspiration and motivation, use this episode and make a fucking list and get it together and just get it done, because I wanted to give up so many times and I didn't. And I held myself accountable. I've been posting every single day on my Instagram stories and Facebook stories. So if we're not connected, come say hello today. You can follow me at The Happy Workaholic. But I do that to hold myself accountable, because there were so many days I was so fucking tired. I was like, I'm not gonna make it. I pushed myself and pushed myself and pushed myself, and here I am. So I'm gonna share all of it. So first of all, I wanted to get my mind right. So I wanted to watch less shows. I wanted to read more books. I'm going to be doing next episode a recap of all the money books that I've been reading. And if you're wondering which ones, they're all located on my Amazon store. The link will be in the show notes if you want to check them out. But stay tuned for next week. I was going to do that this week, but then I realized, oh my God, it's my monthly recap. I have to record this episode today. So stay tuned for that. It'll be next week. But I wanted to start reading more about trading and investing and everything money, and meditating for a lot longer. I wanted to do longer sound baths. I talk about these all the time. I do an 8-hour one at night, but I started binging all these housewife shows and Bravo shows because I was so depressed and I was lying in bed and I was watching like a whole series in a day. And sometimes it's okay to clock out and do that, but I just hit a wall. Like, I was just so depressed. And I was like, there's not enough breath work. There's not enough meditations. It just doesn't have medications even, which I'm no longer on medication. I haven't been in years, but I choose the holistic route. But sometimes it's just not enough. And you have to let yourself like be still and just like not enjoy the moment, because it's definitely not enjoyable, but just be still and just know that it's happening at this time for a reason, and that you're going to get past it. And that if you're going through something now, I promise you're going to get past it. I've been there so many times, and it can happen again tonight. You just never even know. But you have to make choices in life that are going to be on the positive path. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to give up certain things. I was drinking a lot more. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a delicious happy hour, but not every day. So I had to make sacrifices and choose a different path for myself so that I can get my shit together and like feel better, So by reading more, doing my meditations, but switching them up and trying longer ones where normally I do shorter, and just trying to stay more calm and keeping my mind like less chaotic and less busy, if that's even something that's even possible for my mind. But I tried. And I just have been like relaxing more just in silence. I love a good playlist. I'm always sharing them on Spotify. By the way, check out my Instagram stories today because my friend shared one. I forget the name of it, but it's I forget the name, but it's on my Instagram stories. I posted it today, and it is so good. I was writing so much. I was just writing like so crazily, so fast, and such good writing with this playlist. I was like, wow, I never would have looked for that. So music is everything to me, and it's like my happiest times, it's been there. At my darkest times, it's been there and saved me. And I always listen to music and I love a good playlist, but sometimes you just need the silence. So I literally just sit in my bed and listen to the hummingbirds, which always make their guest appearance on the show. And also the long guys that decided to show up on a random Wednesday as I record this to you. And also the helicopters that are circling the beach. So stay tuned for those little noises. But I just wanted to be still in silence, just sit there, like with my own thoughts, like not even journal, just like sit there. And I never, ever do that. And it was time. I just needed to like be still. So those are some updates and things that I've done to ease my mind. I do take 2 neurotransmitters, which are supplements. I take GABA and L-theanine, which I'm going to talk about L-theanine in a minute. Because it's in my new favorite coffee, but GABA helps me sleep and really helps with my PTSD. It's for fear and really calming your mind. And L-theanine helps you stay focused and gives you like a sense of more clarity. And those 2 pills have done wonders. Every now and then I'll have to take a little bit of my CBD oil if I'm feeling a little bit anxious, but I haven't purchased a CBD oil bottle in at least 2 months, I think, maybe even going on 3 since I started the neurotransmitters. And they really, really do help me for anxiety, depression, and PTSD. It's very rare to find something to help with fear. And I'm telling you, those do. And I just repurchased those bottles. One's a 45-day and one's a 60-day supply. So I've been on them for almost 2 months now, and I feel so much better. I can tell you that. And going into my body, oh my God, I was just looking for a full body workout, something to get me back in shape, something that will allow me to meet new people now that San Diego's like back open, and just really join like a positive and uplifting community, and get my ass checked. Like I needed that full body workout. So I think signed up for my free first class at Row House over a year ago, or maybe, I don't know, sometime during the pandemic, and then everything got shut down. So then they followed up with me a bunch of times, and then I was getting vertigo all the time. So I would text them like, I can't this week. And how frustrating is that? And I was getting vertigo because I was so anxious, and then I was eating like shit, and the salt gives me vertigo, and like everything is just an ongoing vicious circle that needed to end. So that's what I did. I ended it. And so I finally got my ass in gear and went to Row House, and I just did 2 weeks to start. And then after those 2 weeks, I was like, no, this needs to be a month-long thing. So I signed up, and I pay every month, and I've been posting my classes every single day on my Instagram stories and Facebook stories to hold myself accountable. That's the only way I'm going to stick with it. And I fell in love with it. It does so much more than just work you out. And there's so many different types of classes. I've done 3 different ones. The signature is my favorite because you do the full body row, but then you get on and off the erg and do full body weights. And I've increased my weights, and I've also dropped 15 pounds, which I'm so proud of myself. I'm not really obsessed with the number, although I would love to lose another 70, but it's definitely going to come, but I just feel good, And like when you build more muscle, the scale can increase sometimes, which has happened before, but I'm not really concerned about the number as I'm more concerned about my mental health and like just how I feel and look, So I can't even say enough about Row House. I've done the power classes where you just row the whole 30, 45 minutes. And then, so I've done 3 different classes because I've done the 30, the 45, and then the signature. I go 5 to 6 times a week, which is a lot. I set myself a goal for 50,000 meters for the first month. And today I hit over 100,000 meters. So I more than doubled my goal. I'm so proud of myself. I do planks. I lift weights. I row my little heart out. Like I'm doing it all. The coaches there are phenomenal. And I just want to give them a huge shout out because it's all in the coach, and I'm a business and life coach. So if I have a client that's not, appreciating or putting in the work, it's hard to coach, So like if somebody's leaving class early or somebody has to leave a call early, you're not going to get the full effect. So you have to put in the work. And these coaches put in more than 100% of the work. They're so amazing. So I want to give a huge shout out to Coach Ivy, Coach Melissa, Coach Zoe, Adam, Jean Carlos, and Alyssa, who runs the desk in Solana Beach Row House. She's always there providing the best service possible and is always texting me that I have a class, holding myself accountable. And she's just so amazing. It's so nice when you have a business and you have to provide service for your clients and go above and beyond, where when you finally go somewhere and you get it on the other end, it feels so good. So thank you guys so much for being the best coaches. I could not have done this without you. I don't want to get emotional, but my God, I'm like so proud of myself, and I could not have done it without you guys. So huge shout out to them. And if you're interested and you're in the San Diego area, I go to the Row House Solana Beach as well as the Row House Del Mar Highlands location. I switch it up for the coaches and for the times and what fits best in my schedule. I have the unlimited membership, which I highly recommend. That way you have complete control over your schedule. You can go on the app and figure it all out, like who you want to go row with, what type of class you want, and then again, what time, whatever works in your schedule. There's so much flexibility, which is again, amazing. Sometimes I do a 6 a.m. class, sometimes I'll do a night class, but I've realized I can't do anything at night. Like I need to clock out at like 4 or 5 in order to get my best workout in and my best work. I can't record podcasts late at night. They just don't come out so well. There's only a handful maybe that have worked out for me. I don't know, you tell me, because you're the one listening. But going back to my wellness update and the body part, I'm walking more and for sure stretching more, and definitely with the weights. But when those workouts come in strong and you're really feeling it and you're so sore, like I, thank God, have Tiger Balm on hand and this muscle relaxer cream from Arbonne I've been using, because some days I could not even sit on the toilet. I was so sore, but I powered through, which is what you're going to do when you decide to do something like this for yourself. You just need to power through. But then on the other hand, you need downtime. So tomorrow, I just rode 5 days straight, which is the most I've ever done. And I had such a bad week last week with that damn vaccine. So I just wanted to make up for lost time and get back on track. So I did 5 days straight. So for sure tomorrow I'm taking the day off. And with that comes my red light therapy and my blue light therapy that I've been doing at iTan. And then I get massages because I'm so sore and I need to flush out all the toxins. And then speaking of toxins, a good old DIY Detox Bath is something that I'm a huge fan of. And I just posted yesterday on my Instagram stories, so just scroll through my May highlights, all the products that I use for my DIY Detox Bath. I mean, I was profusely sweating and the water changed a little bit of a grayish color. So I knew for sure I was getting all those toxins out and just sweating my ass off to release it all. And it felt amazing. And then I always take an ice cold shower after. And that's my update for my body. I've lost weight. I've done incredible workouts with the most amazing coaches and the best atmosphere. I cannot recommend Row House enough. This is not paid. This is not sponsored. I'm just telling you, this is what I do. And it fucking changed my life, period. End of story. However, when I work out, I've realized, and I did a show on this, about being so dehydrated. So I finally post these products on my Amazon store. Again, the link is in my show notes for this episode. I've been drinking chlorophyll and I've been drinking electrolytes. And Liquid IV has so much sodium and so much sugar, and I can't handle that. And so I finally found one at my local market called Sprouts. So go there and grab it. But the electrolytes and the chlorophyll that I use every day, they're on my stories as well. those really help me working out, stay hydrated. And then with the chlorophyll, it really helps with skin healing. It helps with detoxing. It helps with building your blood up. So I started drinking chlorophyll. It's a dropper, and I just put it in my water, and I only do 1/3 of the recommended dose from the dropper, and I feel great. So I think that's good enough. It does say that it helps with weight loss, but I think it's just because there's peppermint in it. I don't know. Maybe that's helping me, but I honestly don't even use it for that. I just use it for a blood builder and to detox, because I still, I wanted to prepare myself for this vaccine. And then it has so many other benefits I was reading. And most of the time people use chlorophyll for, altitude sickness or seasickness. So that's how I first found out about it. But I've been using them and drinking them every single day. Again, they're in my Amazon store if you want to see the brands. But again, if you're local to San Diego or California or Nevada, they have Sprouts. And so I get the chlorophyll and my electrolytes there. But I just wanted to share so far my wellness update with you for how I've changed my mind as well as my body. These are things that work for me. They might not work for you, but hopefully by me sharing my story in this episode, it just inspires you to do more. Just to take your, what does Emma Lagasse say? Take it up a notch or something. So, or spice it up. I forget that saying. Anyway, so by the way, I need to go to his new restaurant in Vegas. I know. I just saw it on the Instagrams. Now, speaking of food, I want to share some incredible products that I've recently found. And this story is going to blow your mind. If you're in the Happy Workaholic podcast community, then you saw this video because I only posted it there. But I found these snacks, and they're called Asha Pops, and it's water lily seeds, but they're puffs. The whole bag is like 100 calories. There's barely any salt. The only ones with sugar are the dark chocolate, but it's only a couple grams in the serving. And I've tried all the flavors except for the new one they just launched, which is the pink Himalayan salt. But I've had the chili lime, the dark chocolate, the turmeric garlic, and the, what's the other one? Vegan cheese. And they are phenomenal. So I found them at this market called Jimbo's. It's like a higher end, all organic. Oh my God, my accent just, all organic. My accent just came out. All organic market here in Del Mar. And that's where I found them. They're $4.99 a bag plus tax. So the price is a little high, but it's definitely worth it if you're trying to be on track with your sodium and sugar and you need a little treat. So I tagged them on Instagram, and I got a video from the owner herself. It's a mother and son family-run company, and she sent me the sweetest video. And that was one of my down days. Like, I did like a couple thousand less meters than I usually do rowing. I was just PMSing. It was like a shitty day. And, you know, you're second guessing, like I was second guessing my wellness journey. And I was like, am I going to be able to like make it through? Just one of those days. We all have them, right? And then here comes Asha with her video. She slides into my DMs and I'm like, what? I literally cried. I showed all my friends. I was like, look at this video she just sent me. I will forever be a loyal customer. So if you don't know what Asha Pops are, I'll put the link in the show notes for you. Go find a bag ASAP because they are literally my favorite snack. Now, I found another snack while I was going back in last week to get more Asha Pops. I found another bag of tortilla chips and it said no salt. So immediately I was like, are you kidding? I need these chips. And then it said no grains. So I was like, what the hell? So I look on the bag and yet another family business with an amazing story. So the founder's family, she was sick and couldn't have grains. Long story short, they made tortillas. Now they have a tortilla chip company. So they're called Siete Foods. I'll put the link in the show notes. And if you're somebody that can't have grains or salt, these are the best tortilla chips. And all you need to do is just sprinkle some lime juice. It tastes just like salt. That's how I eat them. They're amazing. You can use them for nachos, literally whatever you want. So I wanted to share those snacks with you. And then also when it comes to my protein shakes, I've been using my Arbonne, which I love, and the greens. And then what else? I'm actually going to make a batch of veggie burgers and protein bars next week. So stay tuned on my Instagram. I'll post those recipes, but they are also available in my book, Everything is Messy, which, by the way, Target just put on sale. So go grab your copy if you don't already have one today. It's a 2-hour read, personal development. It's going to change your life. And on top of it, there's a vegan cookbook inside. And you get access to a community where you have over 100 healthy recipes. So grab a copy of Everything is Messy today. It's on sale. I think it was also on sale on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Nope, not Barnes & Noble. I don't know, maybe it is today, but check Amazon and then Target or request it from your local bookstore. And I'm just so proud of this book. I'm going to be sharing a lot more with that book very, very soon. But staying on track with the food, I listened to this podcast episode on the Skinny Confidential. I don't want to share everything because I need you guys to just listen to it for yourself. And it was with the founder of Get Off Your Acid. And his name is Dr. Daryl Jeffrey. And I purchased his, first of all, if you have too much acid and inflammation in your body and your system, it throws off your body's pH. And for me, I am all about depuffing, getting rid of inflammation, flushing out all the toxins, just because I still feel like from being overdosed with all these prescription meds and chemo and all this, like the shit's still in my system. So I'll do anything for a good detox and flush that shit out, which is again why I'm on the chlorophyll. So on the chlorophyll, it's like my new drug. So I listened to him on the Skinny Confidentials podcast with Michael Bostic and Lauren Everts Bostic, and I was mind blown. I walked the beach the entire show. I think it was about an hour and a half episode. And I immediately went to the store, which, by the way, I had to go to 3 stores to get these 2 ingredients that I need, which was watercress and broccoli sprouts for my new green juice. So I've nixed the apples, I've nixed the oranges, I've nixed a couple other things that are usually in my green juice. And I created a different green juice based off of his recommendations, and I purchased his minerals. And so I think I'll get those in a couple days. So I'll report back probably on my Instagram about that, or maybe next month when I do another wellness update for you. But I am so excited to try those minerals. The sodium count kind of scares me, but I know if I'm working out, I do need to replenish my body with them. But that was just mind-blowing to me. And if you follow me online, you know I love a green juice. I have recipes in my book. I post them all the time, and what I learned from him really makes sense when it comes to the acid in your body. And I just feel like so swollen every now and then, and I'm like, I bet you that's like, it just all adds up. So go listen to that episode. It's so good. Again, it's on the Skinny Confidential, and it's Dr. Daryl Jeffrey, and he's the founder of Get Off Your Acid. And I learned so much. I took so many notes, like in my notes on my phone as I'm walking the beach. People thought I was probably thought I was like crazy. I like couldn't stop typing. Anyway, that is the food update. Oh no, there's one more. I started, from him, sorry, I don't mean to be all over the place. I have like 3 pages of notes in front of me. When I was listening to him, and I've heard this so many times, and I just haven't made the move yet, and I don't know why. So I finally did. But their coffee is one of the highest pesticides, foods and beverages that have the most pesticides, the most, it's just unhealthy, regular coffee. So long story short, I needed an organic coffee. And I came across, when I was looking at Sprouts, Super Coffee. And I've seen Super Coffee many times. And again, a family-run business I love supporting. It's 3 brothers. One created this product when he was in his dorm room because he needed to be focused. Guess what's in this Super Coffee? L-theanine. L-theanine is for focus and clarity. I purchased the dark roast and the vanilla because I always have to mix half-half. I brew a pot the night before. It lasts me a couple days for my iced coffee because I always drink iced coffee. And I put my almond milk and my vanilla stevia, and holy shit, my workouts the last 2 days after drinking this coffee were like on point. Like I was on fire. Let's just say that. Done my most meters and my best split since. And I can't believe what a difference in the organic coffee versus my supplement, because I never take my supplement until lunchtime, how focused I was. And so do your research on L-theanine if that's something that you're missing in your life, because I highly recommend it. It's a neurotransmitter. Again, just do your research, make your own decisions, but this is also in this organic coffee. I am obsessed with this coffee. I don't know. I want to try all the flavors, and it's just so delicious. It tastes good. It's strong. So I bought the dark roast with the vanilla because I didn't think it was going to be strong enough. So next batch, I might just do the vanilla just to see. But I really do like the strong dark roast with the flavor of the vanilla. So I'm mixing it up. But that's the last product in the food department I wanted to share with you, because that's something that I switched, because now with the organic coffee that I'm drinking and plus the L-theanine, I'm focused. My mind is clear. There's a lot more caffeine than a normal cup. So with iced, I am drinking a little bit more, but it's less than if I were to drink the hot coffee. So it's like a little bonus for me, but I do feel more fired up. I do drink less coffee now, because I was for a while the last month or so drinking like 2 cups, and that's not normal for me. I usually just have my one and done. So I'm back to the one and done, and the flavor is so good. I don't have pesticides. I don't have chemicals in my coffee. And I'm just like up-leveling everything in my life in this wellness journey. And that's why I'm sharing it all with you, because I think that it's time, if you're listening, that you do the same. Just baby steps. Just get rid of one thing and up-level to the next, whether it's food, whether it's a book, something for your mind, something for your business, something in your personal life. Just slowly implement change, and you will see like a new you at the end of the day. I promise you. Now, going back to my body, let's talk about skin. Page 3. I have so many notes. So I, if you don't know this, was a pro makeup artist and was so lucky. I traveled the world for like 14, 16 years. I don't even know how long, painting faces. Being a makeup artist, and my makeup brushes are now retired and I'm getting older, I'm now focused on my skin. So with somebody that has like combo oily skin, normal oily, I never ever use oils. I am now an oil queen. I have my Hot Mess Ice Roller, which is by, again, the Skinny Confidential. I bought her oil as well. I have the Rose LMS oil. I have a Monet oil. I have RNF oils. I have all the freaking oils and hydration that any girl can need. And I'm obsessed with them. And my skin is so firm, so bright, less wrinkles, just feels and looks good. I'm just going to be honest with you. So if you're interested in up-leveling some skincare, stay tuned, because I'll be posting all my AM and PM skincare routines on my stories. I already do all the time, but I'm going to actually share every single product I use probably on Sunday, and because I have a trip coming up. So stay tuned for that. Make sure we're connected on Instagram or Facebook at The Happy Workaholic, because I always post on my stories all the good stuff. But the skin, the hair, I mean, what I use for my hair is Kerastase. I use their entire line for damaged hair, because that's where we're at right now. And then, I treat myself. I get mani-pedis. I have gel nails. And because I'm doing all my vitamins and supplements, I definitely have to go every 2 weeks, which is so annoying, because I wish I could push it to 3. Pedicures, I'm doing once a month. That's enough. And then my massages, just when I'm really sore. I don't need a habit, make it a habit, although I would like to make that a habit. But I just go when I feel really sore. I just need to flush out toxins. I drink so much water. I have this awesome gallon jug I carry around with me everywhere. That's in my Amazon store. It was super cheap. It was $14, I think. And it has all the little motivation things on the side. I'm trying to see what else I need to share with you. My mind, my body, my food, my hair, my skin, my nails, my mani-pedi, rowing, Alchemind. I shared it all. I think that's everything, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. I am going to continue on this wellness journey because I feel really good. I'm drinking my green juice in the morning. I'm next week going to make a batch of veggie burgers, like I said, and then protein bars because I finished all my Arbonne ones, and I really want to make a batch of my gluten-free oats and the protein bars with the mint chip Arbonne powder because I think mint chip protein bars would just be phenomenal. So I'll post that recipe on my stories, and I'm just going to take it day by day, and that's all you need to do. And if you feel like you need a massage, you need some acupuncture, you need a DIY detox bath, allow yourself the time and do it, because I promise you, you are going to feel 10 times better. If you scroll back to like 2 months ago, I did not sound like this. And I finally, for the first time, and I'm not even kidding, years, feel like myself. I had to put myself in these positions to, represent myself in all these med-mal cases and become an attorney. And then I had to deal with the aftermath of that. Then I had to deal with all the mental health issues that come with that after the fact of reliving this nightmare. Finally now, and then the pandemic, finally now, I'm like, I finally feel like myself. And if you are struggling with something like this, like I was, I'm telling you, put yourself on a wellness journey. Just mimic everything I did or make it your own. Like, just figure out what works best with your schedule, what you really want to do, what you really want to focus on. Maybe you need to lose weight. Maybe you just need to get your mind right. Maybe you just want to create new recipes. Whatever category, just start off with one if you want. And just do one and done. And when you're done with that, do the next one. If you want to upgrade your closet, if you want to update, your wardrobe, your makeup, your hair stuff, and you don't have a budget, just do one at a time. I have a ton of products on my Amazon store that I use every single day. I put them there because they're super inexpensive, as well as all the wellness products and holistic things I use. My incense, my oils, like I create a morning routine every day for myself as well as an evening routine because I've created that because it works best for me. If that doesn't work best for you, then don't even try to do it. I know that I can't create the best content at night. I know that my best workouts are not going to be at night. I try every now and then, again and again, but I know I'm always going to be my best in the very early morning hours. Some of my friends do their best at the gym at 9 o'clock at night. I don't know how the F they do that, but they do. And that's, their own cup of tea. So figure out what works best for you. I hope this episode inspired you. It motivates you to put yourself on your own little wellness journey. I mean, we only have one life, and I'm just lucky enough to have another shot at it. So that's why I'm here to share what I'm working on, what I'm doing, just to help you. So stay tuned because next week I'm going to be finally sharing the recap of all the money books I'm reading. So I'm really excited about that because that's what I do in my spare time now. Because I'm winding back from the happy hours. That's it. That's all I have to share. So again, huge shout out to Row House, my amazing coaches I mentioned earlier, Asha Pop, Siete Foods, all the brands I mentioned. Thank you for being a part of my wellness journey. I'm starting month 2, and I'm going hard because my birthday is June 10th, and I have a major announcement that I might do a 10-day countdown beginning June 1st. Make sure you get on my email list because you will be the first one to know when that countdown starts, most likely June 1st, which is also my best friend's birthday, so I cannot forget that. And that is all I have for you guys today. I'm signing off. The sun is now out. The San Diego weather is crazy lately, but I'm so grateful you were here. Thank you for listening. If you have yet to leave me a review on Audible, Apple Podcasts, I would truly appreciate it. And I'll see you next week. Bye. Your time is so valuable, and I really appreciate you carving out a little piece of your day to listen to today's episode. If you liked this one, please share it with someone who you feel needs to hear this message. And don't forget to tag me at The Happy Workaholic on Facebook and Instagram so I can feature you on my stories. Listening on Apple Podcasts, I would love it if you would leave me a review on today's show. Your input means so much and also helps me create more of the content you'll love. Want to continue today's conversation? You can join us in the Happy Workaholic Network Facebook group. Simply answer the questions and you're in. For more information on myself and to get the latest in business, LinkedIn, organizing, and podcasting news, sign up to receive my weekly newsletter at thehappyworkaholic.com. I hope that your day continues to be happy, healthy, positive, and productive, and I'll talk to you again soon.